Hi, this is Ellie Parrott with Transforming Together. We've been focusing the last week on parenting, and today we're going to focus just a little bit on one half of the equation of parenting, and that would be you dads. Whether you are in the home or not, you are extremely important to your children. And there is a passage that I'd like to bring to your attention that speaks directly to dads. It's found in Ephesians 6, verse 2, where it says, "Fathers, do not exasperate your children, but bring them up let me get it here, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction that comes from the Lord." I want to focus a little bit on that word exasperate, and in looking it up, this is what we find it means. It means to irritate, it means to annoy, to bug them, it means to make them angry. Sometimes dads in particular have the tendency to, instead of encouraging, instead of pouring courage into their child, they exasperate. And what exasperate does, it depletes the child. It takes strength away from the child. We do not want to do this. And I know, Dad, you don't want to do that intentionally. But when you annoy them, when you bug them, when you push the wrong buttons all the time, that is exasperating to your child. It causes your child to want to back off from being with you. You become not a safe person. Sometimes dads exasperate their children by overplaying with them, by tickling them too much, by roughhousing with them too much, by forcing them into sports they really don't want to be forced into. With very good intentions, Dad. We understand that. We're not defaulting you on your intentions, but the scripture is trying to help you be a more effective dad in the lives of your children. So I would encourage you, if you're in your home with your kiddos, to talk with them about this, to listen to them if they're too small to really have this conversation. When you tickle them, for example, are they crying? Do they get to the point where it's not funny anymore and they're saying, "Daddy, stop"? That's exasperating a little one. Are you playing with them too hard, holding them up too high, picking them up by their arms and shoulders and hurting them unintentionally? This is all under the large umbrella of exasperating them. So I would encourage you, Dad, to sit down and to make a list and put on the top one, exasperate, which means to annoy or bug or to deplete your child. And then another column in encourage. How are you pouring courage into them? How are you affirming them? How are you building them up? How are you causing them to be men or women, little men or little women of courage? So that's your assignment today, to not be a person who exasperates, who depletes, who annoys and bugs, but to be a person who encourages, who pours in. I hope that this is a good conversation between you and your spouse or between you and your children. This is Ellie Parrott for Transforming Together.